And good evening and welcome to Edinburgh. We're at the southern tip of Texas to bring you exciting USL Championship soccer. Tonight, the Rio Grande Valley Toros take on Atlanta United 2. And it's good to have you with us. I'm Mark May with Brian Smith coming to you from beautiful HEB Park here on ESPN+. It's Bark in the Park night, so we have a lot of four-legged friends who are in the house to watch some exciting soccer match. And Brian, tell us about our players to watch here tonight.
In for a howling good time. Our players to watch, beginning with visiting Atlanta United 2. Take a look at Darwin Mathus. What a spectacular start he's had to his season. He leads this team right now, coming in with 6 goals, 2 assists, but a bigger part of that, he has logged huge minutes, a consistent foot on the pitch right now for Atlanta United. They like to work through him, especially in those long minutes to open the second half. So look at him. He's kind of that spark that will get things going for United. On the other side, for the RGV Toros, how about Frank Lopez? Late addition to this roster, but he has come on strong in the last month. Third on the team in goals, but more important than that, he is crafty, and he's been a big part of what the Toros have been able to do successfully on offense. A big part of that, his ability just to kind of know where the defense is and to work and snake through them always seems to be in the mix offensively. He will be one to watch. Let's take a look at our starting lineups in this one, presented by Reliant Energy for Atlanta United 2. No real big surprises here. In goal is Nova, Washington, Cobb, making up that back line defensively. 2 forwards in this one, McFadden, and Jope. And those two have found a real nice connection as a 1-2 punch. So keep an eye as they continue to feed off of each other. On the other side for host, Rio Grande Valley. A couple of interesting changes in the lineup here. Tyler Derrick is, of course, Tyler Derrick. He's been one stalwart in net. But that backline defense has shifted throughout the year. Tonight it'll be Manley, Pimentel, and Diaz Pay. The big Kaza and Amo. So that'll be a little change, something new for the Toros as they try to get their offense sparked in this one. Let's take a look at your keys as well. Get a chance to see how these two teams are going to start their offensive engine. For Atlanta United 2, it's about having a targeted attack. This is a team that's getting a lot of shots, 13 shots in their last game, but only 2 of those were on goal. Look for them to be much more deliberate and targeted in how they bring the attack. If they can do so, this is a defense for the Toros that has shown the ability to give up some pretty good looks late in matches. And then for the Toros, look for that targeted deep touch. This is a Toros team, with the exception of Rodrigo Lopez, that really struggles to get a good deep ball into a position where they can operate. If the Toros can get that long pass, keep it onside, it can go a long way toward helping them get into a better attacking position, and good positions usually equal good scoring opportunities.
Both teams sitting out of the playoff picture at the moment, but both teams within striking distance, so both teams incentivized to go for the full 3 points here tonight. We're going to take a break, be back with the opening kickoff in just a moment. You're watching USL Championship Soccer on ESPN+.
DHR Health is now safer than ever and continues to remain focused on one thing: providing exceptional care to our patients and community. No other hospital is trying harder to keep you safe. We're taking every action to ensure your safety with enhanced precautions, including 3 off-site COVID-19 units. Your health should never wait. Don't delay your health care. There is no reason to. Schedule your appointment today. DHR Health. For you, for life.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow,
creating more jobs
and more opportunities for all of us.
working together.
Together,
we do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich. We got 3 chicken strips topped with Whataburger's own buffalo sauce, a little bit of buttermilk ranch, 2 slices of Monterey Jack cheese. The combination is just right.
It's crunchy and then it's spicy and then it's cool. Your mouth is exploding with flavor.
It just all works together, and then you add the cheese in there.
It kind of wakes me up, honestly. My goodness. I can see myself getting this every time I come here.
They're gonna go crazy for this thing. The Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich. That's back, and it's only for a limited time.
And back here at HEB Park, and Brian, take us through the injury report.
A couple of injuries on both sides to look at for Atlanta. It's going to be Morales and Allen out for the Toros. Still looking for Lopez and Edwards, who will be out for the start of this one.
All right, and we're underway here at HEB Park. Atlanta United 2 is in the black with the red trim, and Rio Grande Valley Toros wearing the white jerseys tonight with the blue shorts and the orange numerals. And these two teams coming in, both of them looking to get back on the winning track. Toros are winless in their last 8 matches with 3 draws and 5 losses. That's just 3 of a possible 24 points earned since August the 8th. Atlanta United 2, they're 1-4-1 in their last 6. So they've picked up only 4 of a possible 18 as of late. So both teams looking to turn that around tonight. Here's Mateus with an inside pass. That's kicked away from him by the defender. A good play there. That was Rodrigo Lopez who made that play for the Toros, kicking it back to the keeper, Derek. And Babukar Jay, who's making his 2nd straight start, trying to work it upfield for the Toros. Little header to get it across midfield. Now Amo, the Toros' leading goal scorer with 8, will pass it off. Goes to Flores, and now over to the right side to Carter Manley. Toros will try the opposite side as Adrian Dispay sends it to the far side, but Atlanta United on top of that one. Atlanta United 2 is a reserve team of Atlanta United from Major League Soccer. You're wondering the difference between the two teams.
Like the ball control here early for the Toros, continuing to press the pace, but putting it in good passing situations. As we've talked about at length this season, anytime you've got the ball at your feet and you can continue to control possession, you are controlling the pace of play. You are the more aggressive team.
And that's something that kind of hurt the Toros in their last time out, wasn't it, against Colorado Springs?
Yeah, last 2 times out against Colorado, it seems like the switchback did a spectacular job of just always being over the ball, and that prevented the Toros from being able to get a couple of key looks when they needed it late in those matches, one leading to a loss, another in a tie out there in Colorado Springs.
So here's a chance here for United just on the edge of the Toros box. A shot, and it's a goal for Atlanta United, and they are on the board here early. It's Amadou Diop. Comes in and scores and puts his team up 1-0. We're only in the 3rd minute.
Talk about setting a pace of play. Diop really quick to see the Toros just were a little lethargic on defense. Nobody really jumping in the passing lanes. They left a really nice wide spot to the right side of the net, and Diop says, well, if you're not going to come forward, look at this. Squeezes that between 3 white kits. Tyler Derrick tried to respond but could not get out to put a paw on that. And that slips through, and Atlanta United 2 striking early, striking quick.
Yeah, for Diop, just 26 years old, out of Senegal. He's got his 3rd goal of the season. We saw a quick look of the coach, Jack Collison, the head coach of Atlanta United, number 2. And so right off the bat, the Toros trailing here early on their home field. We were talking a little bit there in the pregame as Amos tripped up at the edge of the box. United still not out of the woods yet as the Toros regain control. Flores will send it to Fjellberg. Fjellberg just 22, making his first start with the Toros, first appearance actually. And United 2 trying to put a lot of pressure on the Toros, not letting their offense get any cohesion. Toros going to send this one forward. This is Manley streaking onto it. Edge of the box, sends a cross through. But it's going to be played into safety by Aiden McFadden.
McFadden doing a really nice job of tracking that through the air. Gets to the spot before the ball does, and then is just able to boot that away. Really nice job defensively, playing the ball, keeping your eye on it, and ensuring you don't allow someone like Rodrigo Lopez, who was in a good attacking position, to come forward and make a play.
And McFadden, the leading goal scorer for this United 2 team. So here come the Toros, edge of the box here. Being turned away, that was Ikaza. Ikaza got the Toros' only goal in their last time out, a 2-1 loss to Colorado Springs. That was last Saturday. And boy, goals have been hard to come by for the Toros as of late, haven't they?
Yeah, the Toros have only picked up, I think, 1 goal in their last 4 as they continue to play what's been pretty good defense overall. The difference between the start of the season and the close of the season thus far has been their ability to get not only good shots, but find those shots in the back of the net.
And speaking of having some trouble scoring, Atlanta United I didn't even have a chance to get this stat in there, but they came in with a 259-minute shutout streak that they had endured. They've been shut out the last 2 games. Their last goal was 3 games back against Charleston, a 1-1 draw, but they ended that tonight in the 3rd minute. So streak ends at 261. It was the longest goalless streak for United 2 this season. And they put that away early, and they have the 1-0 lead. Good movement here by United, but it's going to be intercepted by Flores for the Toros. Toros will reset up. They'll send this one in deep, but no one charging down there. And this will be played by Rocco Rios Novo, the goalkeeper, making his 17th appearance for United 2. And Brian, we mentioned how both of these teams are on the cusp of the playoff picture at the moment as they send this intended for Fieldberg, but it's kicked away into safety. But both teams are incentivized to try to get the full 3 points tonight. They're playing a team that they probably feel they can beat, and they've got a chance to really move back into contention for that last playoff spot in their division.
Yeah, both teams just on the outside looking in. Toros currently 5th in the Mountain. Atlanta currently sitting in 6th. What's going on here is these are 2 teams that are both well within striking distance. The Toros are just 6 points out of 4th. Atlanta finds himself just 2 points out of 4th. So a win for either one of these teams could make some serious headway up the division standings. A win for the Toros, depending on what else happens, could put them to within 3 of 4th place. A win for Atlanta could leapfrog them all the way up into 4th. So with 8 games remaining for the Toros and 6 for Atlanta United, they are both still in a really good spot to make a playoff push.
And Mateus will send this one forward. That's for Jope, the goal scorer. Has it kicked away from him by Dispe. Out of play. It'll be United 2's throw-in. Dispe there from defender from Havana, Cuba. 27 years old. And this will be a throw-in for David Mejia, who drew a start at the midfield here tonight. Mejia with it, trying to get in position to send it through. He does. Kind of a dummy there, and there'll be a shot from distance by Fortune. That's going to be way over the bar. It'll be a goal kick for the Toros.
Not a bad look for Fortune. So Toros again keeping themselves back. They're kind of shadowing back to put some more bodies in the box. That's likely a knee-jerk reaction to the way that the switchbacks really just kind of dominated the play on rebounds last time out, and that's giving some good open looks for Atlanta United here early.
Here's a header played to Mateus. Mateus with markers all around him, trying to dance through there, but has it kicked away by Dispe. But now I thought there might be a whistle, but no, play will continue. Ball controlled by Mejia, trying to weave his way through traffic, and he'll send it to the far side. It's McFadden over there. You mentioned he leads the team with 7 goals this season. Ball played back to Cobb. There's Cobb again, playing center back here for United 2 here this evening. And we talked about offense a little bit. United 2 came in 7th in the league in shots per game. They generate 13 shots a game almost. But as you pointed out, Brian, in the pregame, they don't get many shots on target. So that early goal has to really boost their confidence.
And they're striking at an alarmingly good rate here early against the Toros. And a part of that is they're remaining aggressive. But another part of that just happens to be these teams are really starting to kind of come in their own. They're toward the end of the season, plenty of opportunities. And we're just really starting to gel. You're seeing it early here for United 2.
So the defender, Bradley Camden-Fale, cleared that ball away from Amo. United 2 doing a good job of clearing balls out of danger here early on. Toros still pressing. As Ikaza will center it for Flores, and he'll try Jay over on the left side. Jay out of Gambia. The Toros quickly reverse it again. It's a Manley here on the right side. And now Lopez, who's got a pinpoint accuracy from distance, able to put that into the box, but it's headed away by the United 2 defense. McFadden sends it to Bryce Washington, who will clear it up the field.
And Washington was a key contributor defensively there, 6'2", 162. He's got some leaping ability. He rises up over 2 Toros to head that one away and prevent what was a pretty good look for the Toros on that cross.
Atlanta United 2 are 7th in the league scoring, came into tonight with 38, and they've got now 39 goals on the season. Toros have 32. They're in the middle of the pack in the 31-team league. This is Fieldberg trying to center it, blocked by Washington. You throw in for the Toros now.
I like what we're seeing from Bryce Washington early, using every inch of that length, and he is getting in these passing lanes. He's being physical, preventing the Toros from getting good looks in the box.
Yeah, Washington stands 6'2". Here's a shot and a save made there by Rios Novo. First time they've been able to test Rios Novo, it is Elvis Amo, the Toros' top gunslinger, and Rios Novo had perfect position on it.
Yeah, read that beautifully, and that was a point-blank look and a really good strike, I believe by Babukar Jay, to try to put that one on. And Rios Novo finds himself in a really tough spot because that was a hard attack, and your instinct sometimes is to knock that down, but you had a couple of Toros, including Elvis Amo, closing in looking for a rebound. So great job there to pull that in, protect it, hold it tight, so there's no chance for the Toros to clean it up on the rebound.
Ball intended for McFadden is kicked away by Pimentel. Back to his keeper, and Derek clears it into safety. You see Aiden McFadden from Pennsylvania, just 22 years old. This is a young team, this Atlanta United team. Their average age, just 22. And the Toros at the opposite end of the spectrum, their average age, 33. They have one of the oldest players in the league on their team, and 41-year-old Vicente Sanchez, who's often used as a weapon in the late stages of games, especially close ones. Mejia taking over here for United 2. Too far for Mateus. And Diaspe will play it back to his center back, Pimentel. Pimentel did not play last week in the loss against Colorado Springs. He's here starting here tonight.
Great job by Mejia there, working around contact.
Pass to Amo, trying to get turned against Washington. Finds Ikaza, one-touch pass into the box, but McFadden is there to kick it away. Amo trying to salvage something here. We'll play it back up for Manley. Into the box, and a header just over. Ikaza with a good chance there, but he had a marker right on top of him.
That's a good look for the Toros, remaining very aggressive there. Sometimes when those plays break down, you can tend to kind of rock back on your heels and get back defensively, but Elvis Amo stays aggressive, gets that to Carter Manley, and Ikaza just missed being able to drive that with the crown of his head. Floats a little high, but that's probably one of the best looks the Toros have had all season at getting across into a good spot for a header.
There's Robbie Mertz, who was in there on defense against Ikaza. Ikaza, the goal scorer for the Toros last week against the Colorado Springs. They put them up 1-0, but they eventually lost 2-1 in that game. There we see Rios Novo, who's from Los Angeles, just 19 years old. There's a lot of poise for such a young keeper. You don't see many teenagers playing in the professional ranks, especially that position that requires a lot of experience. to be able to work your positioning. United 2 in a little spot of bother here. It's going to end up putting it out and be a Toros throw in once again.
This is a spot where the Toros can really apply some pressure. This is a really good spot for a throw in. Carter Manley has got a pretty good cannon for an arm to set that up.
They're trying to get it into Fieldberg. There'll be another throw in here. They'll have Manley come over and do that again. Manley from Elk Ridge, Maryland, has 1 goal, 1 assist this year. And it's played out by Camden Feo. Camden Feo from Paris, France.
Toros just continuing to kind of tick down the pitch. This is a throw-in that's very nearly a corner for Carter Manley.
The Toros had 4 in the box, but it headed out by United 2. And Mateus with it now, got good control away from Ikaza, sends it into space now. McFadden running onto it and has it kicked away from him by Pimentel, who was playing almost like a sweeper back there at his center back spot.
McFadden looking for a foul. He's not happy. A lot of contact there. It's going to end up staying as a throw-in. McFadden's going to have his say, though, however. Take a look right here. I think that was a pretty good job clearing it away by Jay.
Yeah, it's a Pimentel. I saw his foot kind of come up, but there was no contact there.
As he clears the ball, and McFadden trying to make the argument he pulled back because the foot came up.
Yeah, I think a good non-call there as the throw-in's going to go right to Derek, 33 years old. Leads a team with 40 saves coming in. And there, Rios Novo forced to come out of his box. 17th minute now. It's Jope who had scored in the 3rd minute. That put Atlanta United 2 in front. They were saying they came in on back-to-back shutouts, so their first goal in a while. Here's Lopez, tries to center that. Washington is there to head it back out. Washington is 6'2", able to cover a lot of ground. Now Ikaza, just 24 years old, recently acquired from the Austin Bold. Send it back to Babukar Jay. Trying to get it to Lopez, but kicked away, and United 2 with possession now as McFadden sends it forward. Trying to get it to Jope. And Jope, the goal scorer now, as it kicked away from him. It goes to Ikaza. We'll send it forward for Amo. Amo tried to sit it in to feed Fieldberg, but the defense was there once again. But this will be a corner kick now for the Toros.
Really give and go there for the Toros. You see Amo put his hand out and kind of pointed where he wanted that pass to go. Nice job by Yakaza once he picks this up of driving. See, he's got his eyes up. Amo tells him where to place it. But look at that. Coming in defensively on the sweep for United 2. They do a really nice job of booting that one out, preventing Amo from getting a good look on net.
And there's Flores with the corner. Mad scramble in front of the goal mouth. And they're going to say a goal kick here as the ball went through untouched. Take another look here.
Not a bad job of floating this in here. You see Diaz Pay and Flores both crashing. Neither one can get their head on it, however.
With pressure on Rios Novo, so he sends it out. McFadden trying to get turned, looking for some help, will be forced to play it back to his keeper. And again, the Toros come up with it. And now we have a free kick going to be awarded to United 2.
Well, that's a contact there. Flores ends up getting the worst of it. And he'll pick up the yellow.
It's a nice referee. It helps him up, but has to put him in the books.
Getting a look right here as Flores trying to come wide. It's an interesting call there to give Flores the card. Washington, of course, liked the call.
That's his Flores. It's his first booking of the season from El Salvador. Which, by the way, speaking of El Salvador, one of the Toros players not in action here tonight, the Christian Sorto.
Yeah, was called up to play for the El Salvadorian national team. Get some more time with him. Sorto has been a stalwart offensively for the Toros in this one. Kind of a heart and soul of what they do in the midfield. And he's going to get some senior team experience now with the El Salvadorian national team.
But it does hurt the Toros' offense a bit. He has 3 goals and 4 assists. Leads the team in shots. So quite a spark plug on the Toros' offense.
He tends to also be kind of a pressure relief valve for the Toros. He's a consistent foot that they can just kind of send it back to and allow him to work through the midfield. Without that, you've got to find somebody else now that can be that consistent foot to take the pressure off.
And Mateus sends the free kick into the box. The Toros defense able to head it back out into safety. Now a chance for Amo in the open field. Going up against Giannis, he'll send it to Fjellberg, the 22-year-old from Norway, making his first start, getting a shot here, and it's a save made by the keeper, Rios Novo.
What a great job in net by Rios Novo. He read that beautifully, allowed his defense to fade to the left. He knew he needed to protect that right corner, and he is right there. As you see the attack building for it, Fjellberg takes a good look at what he has there. Rios Novo read it beautifully, cuts off the angle, maintaining his clean sheet through the first 21 minutes.
And I know something you pointed out when we were going over our pregame notes is that sometimes the Toros make one pass too many, but that time they didn't.
Yeah, I think that was a beautiful read. You had some other kits in the area, but Fjellberg had the better look. He had a clean look on net. And for the Toros, that's kind of something they've got to take advantage of. When they've got a good look, they've got to take the shot. You can be a little too unselfish sometimes, and in the process, you play into the defense's hands rather than forcing them to come out and play your style of play.
We've had 4 whistles on the Toros, none on United 2 as yet. 22nd minute, 1-0. A 3rd minute goal by Jope put the United 2 in front as they scramble here and play it back to their keeper. Now they'll kick it around to Camden Feo. And Feo's pass is deflected and stolen by the Toros here. The Toros will try to build it up once more. Ikaza plays it, and now it goes for Amo streaking down the right side. We've seen Amo down the middle. We've seen him on the left, and now we see him on the right as the ball goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for the visitors.
It's a pretty good idea there for Coach Wilmer Cabrera of the Toros to move Amo around, force the defense to try to keep track of him, keep an eye on him. And right there, that was not placed too bad. That was a good spot for Amo to run it down, but as he tries to kind of turn himself around to bring a cross in, that one slips just out. But a pretty good read at keeping the pressure on United 2.
We saw Mejia throw it in. He's from Marietta, Georgia. A lot of players from Georgia, a lot of homegrown players on this United 2 team. Had quite a few of their academy players go on to play for either the big club, United 2, or United. And here's Feldberg running onto open space for this one. Couldn't quite catch up to it before it went out. It'll be goal kick for United 2.
Much different look for the Toros here early. They're sending that long pass forward. They're really looking for someone to get a good touch over toward the box. Just a little long that time as Fjellberg chased that one down but could not quite get to it in time to keep it in.
We saw a look there at the moment. The coach, Jack Collison, head coach of United 2. Pretty young guy himself, only 32 years old, can probably still lace up the boots. Played his professional career mostly with West Ham United. Toros are trying to send it into space, and here we go. Juan David Cabezas wins the ball, moves into the area, slides it over, but nobody there. As Fortune able to intercept for United 2, and then Mejia trying to clear it. Lamb with it now. And it goes to McFadden, and then a little give and go with Lamb. Toros still applying pressure, trying to generate a turnover on United's end of the field so they can turn it into a quick attack. Had success with that in the past, but so far tonight, United 2 has held firm. Fortune sending this one forward. Jope with it. Jope, who is tall and lanky, is from Senegal, ends up in a sliding tackle, and I think Dispe got the worst of it.
It looked like as DSP tried to plant his foot, Jope was right there, so their feet are intertangled. DSP takes an awkward tumble. We'll get another look right here. Jope trying to come in. He's sliding from the backside to get under it. Ends up kind of buckling that left foot of DSP.
It looked a tad reckless. I'm a little surprised that there wasn't a booking there. Well, this will be the first free kick for the Toros. Toros down 1-0, still have plenty of time to work with, 65 minutes left. We mentioned earlier they've had trouble scoring, only 1 goal in each of their last 6 matches. Long ball for Amo, who's wide open, and he'll turn, try to dance in and create a shot space, sends it to the middle, and it's played out by United 2. Boy, that looked promising there. United's defense came to the occasion.
And lost in that whole transition was what a great job Elvis Amo did of staying on side and then bringing the attack forward. Nice job right here, trying to cut back across. He was looking for either Lopez or Fjellberg. Just did not quite connect with him. McFadden doing a nice job of clearing that one away and giving the Toros a first trip out to the true fit corner.
And Flores will take the kick. This is the second corner kick of the match for the Toros. They've had 3 corners turn into goals this year, and little in-swingers headed out. That was Camden Feo was able to get his head on it. Well, actually, Jope it was. And now Toros with control again. Here's Lopez. Lopez, who leads the team in assist. Lopez shaken up a little bit, and now they're going to stop play. There's going to be a yellow card, a booking here for Camden Feo. He leads the team in bookings, came in with 6, now has number 7.
Toros eager to get started again. They put that one back in play before the official had a chance to even explain who the card was on. Toros seeing an opportunity to strike, and they're eager to get after it. We'll see what happened there as Feo brings his arms up and collides with Rodrigo Lopez right as he's clearing that ball forward.
And we see Camden Feo right there wearing the captain's armband tonight. 27 years old. And it looks like it'll be Flores taking this free kick. Gonna send this into the box. See if players there, and Lopez tries a long distance shot that's blocked in front. Fjellberg gets a head on it, and then it's cleared away by Camden Feo.
Good job defensively there for United 2. Kept your bodies back, kept everyone directly on an attacking player. Give you the chance to clear that out.
Oh, and there we have a shot from distance, goes over the bar. That was DSP, or excuse me, Juan David Cabezas. But it was touched, and it's going to be another corner kick here for the Toros.
Another good look right here, just deflected. Probably the reason that carried so high is it took kind of a weird hop right off of the outstretched arms.
And you see Flores getting some water. Flores from El Salvador, just 31 years old, 5'7", 148 pounds. And this is the first time we've seen him take all the set pieces. Oftentimes it's Lopez. It's something a little different from Coach Wilmer Cabrera.
Trainer comes out for United 2. He's bringing some liquid to the players. Officials sending him off.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a hydration break, because players will come over to the sideline for that.
He wasn't beckoned out. He just kind of slipped out there while the official was having a conversation.
Those guys look a little parched. I think I'll go out there, offer them some water.
While we have a moment.
And here's Flores with the corner kick. It's going to go to Icaza. His cross attempt is blocked. United trying to break out now. Mateus has it knocked away from him by Dispe. Icaza sends it into the box. Keeper stays home as Washington clears.
And keep an eye on Bryce Washington. He has been spectacular defensively here in the first half. Got that long, lean body, and he's taken up a lot of space.
Yeah, he's been tested early and often. Here's a cross into the box intended for Amo, but it was knocked away from him by a defender. I think that was Lamb who got a piece of it. Now Fjellberg will try it over on the right side. Nice little slip to Manley, has some space to work with. And now a shot off the post. Manley keeps it alive, and it's a goal! Amo for the Toros, and we're all tied up.
You keep attacking, good things will happen, and that's exactly what you see for the Toros. Love the camaraderie, love the effort here. Good strike, just off the bar. Manley does not give up, sends it right back. And while United 2 is still trying to recover, Elvis almost slips that one right past the keeper. That is a huge goal for the Toros, and that gives all the momentum back to their side. Early strike for Atlanta United 2. Put them up, the Toros. Good response there. And as they continue to press and press and press, now they've broken through.
Yeah, Amo with his 9th goal of the year, assist to Manley. Manley's 2nd assist. And the game is tied up at 1. Just before that build-up, I was going to say that the Toros were doing a really good job of doing kind of a full-court press. They were really generating a lot of turnovers, keeping the ball on the United 2 side, and it finally paid off. Now Flores with it. As the pressure continues, Manley tried to fake his way around Mejia, but Mejia kicked it away. Throw in for the Toros. Hikaza with his back to the goal. Set it up, and now Flores sends it inside. Amo got a piece of it, but was unable to redirect it toward the net. Toros still applying a lot of pressure. Lopez from distance, and it's going to be over the bar.
The USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ plus community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forwardforever-proud.
So here's Fortune. A lot of open space here for United 2. Going to send this one into space for Jope. And go out, it'll be a throw in for United 2. Although Dispay disagrees with who touched it last.
Dispay trying to make the argument he was pushed down. May have a slight argument there. Jope, the one bringing most of the contact. Dispay goes down. The foul's called on him because as he falls, his legs tangle up with Jope, and that's what causes Jope to fall. But Dispay puts his hands up and says, well, I was off balance because I ran into a wall.
You can see Jope there, plenty of good size, 6'3", 190 pounds. From Senegal. Played his college ball at Radford. Was all Big South there. Now a free kick in a good position here for United 2. Two-man wall for the Toros. And it's going to be Mateus to take it. It's blocked in front. Bounces all the way back up near midfield. Fortune's going to send it back down for United 2. Now Amo with possession. He'll boot it upfield. Lopez trying to get there. Now here's a chance for Flores. He's got one defender to beat. He's got Feldberg now on his left side. Feldberg sends it in. Save made. Nice save there by Rios Novo.
Spectacular read defensively by Rios Novo, as he's the only one that can really put a challenge on that. Feldberg followed that all the way down, waited to the last minute to put a strike on it. Rios Novo reads it beautifully, punches it up and out to avoid a good rebound look for the Toros.
And what an initial pass that was by Amo. And kind of a dummy there by Lopez to let it get through. And Flores, excellent patience there.
Beautiful turn of events for the Toros. Nice job of having that chemistry to let that play develop.
And here's the corner kick. A header toward the net is going to be just wide. I think that might have been Cabezas using his cabeza to generate a shot there for the Toros. Toros, a lot of shots here, 8-2. They lead in shots, and in shots on goal, they have 4. Only 1 so far for United 2, but of course it went into the back of the net, and that's why we're tied.
4 of 8 shots on goal is a really good percentage for the Toros. If they can keep that up, that leads to a lot of really strong scoring opportunities.
And Jope has it kicked away from him. Dispe will send it downfield. Ikaza trying to chest it down. Will slip it to Amo. Amo works his way around the marker. Has some space. Now Feldberg open at the top of the area. A shot off the post again. Another chance for Lopez from distance, and that one's just wide as Rios Novo has to go to full stretch.
The Toros are really forking those uprights. That's the second one they've put off the post. See a look on Rodrigo Lopez's face. He had a really good look at putting a rebound in. Pushes that a little bit wide, but look at this attack. Beautiful job there by Feldberg. Just rebounds that off the tuning fork upright. Rodrigo Lopez strikes again. If you're the defense for United 2, you've got to start looking for opportunity to jump into some passing lanes because the Toros are really striking hot.
Fifth corner kick already. And this goes out of play, but the Toros still with a chance. Here's Yukaza fighting for it in the corner. Will work it to Flores. Going to try to get where he can center it. Still in play, but the defense is there. Feldberg sends it into the area. And now Feldberg tries a shot that's blocked in front. Toros still relentless on the attack here. And now there's a whistle. This will be a free kick for Atlanta.
And Dispe coming from the backside, leaping over the defender to put a header on that to keep the pressure on. We'll draw a foul in the process. As on the way down, he puts his whole body on the shoulders of that defender.
Seeing a lot of attacking soccer as we talked about how both teams are kind of in a corner of desperation, running out of games to try to get back into contention. The Toros started tonight with just 8 games left on their schedule. Atlanta has only 6 remaining on their schedule.
And of those 6, only 2 at home, so they've got a long road ahead. Emphasis on the word being road. Road matches will be the difference. They're going to be able to put a strong push together toward the playoffs.
Yeah, and they've got a problem in the standings as well as Memphis 901. Not only are they 2 points ahead of them in 5th, but they have 3 games in hand. And that'll be a tough hill to climb for Atlanta United too if they're going to get back into or get into the playoff chase. Team started in 2018, have never made the playoffs in their previous 3 seasons. It's still alive for the playoffs here in their 4th. So there's Jay with it. Jay will slide it forward to Feldberg, who's making the most of his first appearance for the Toros here tonight. He's already had a shot go off the post and another shot that keeper was forced to save. Flores trying to play it forward for Ikaza, who was crashing toward the net. And the Atlanta defense able to tap it away from him. Here's McFadden. An errant pass that is intercepted by the Toros. Cabeza got the intercept. And now Jay with it. Jay trying to get around McFadden. McFadden just relentless over there, giving the Toros fits. A lot of space here for Cabezas. Gets it to Feldberg. Going into the area. Washington taps it away from him at the last moment. Cabezas trying to regenerate something for the offense. I'll try the right side now. Now Dispe sends it into the area. Keeper has to punch it. Rios Novo sensed a lot of bodies around him, elected not to take any chances and went for the punch. As Fortune will send this one deep, and Derek forced to come out of his box. It is just in action here in the last 10 minutes of the first half.
No surprise to see that punch by Rios Novo. We talked about it pregame, Mark. That is something this United 2 team works on pregame. We saw it several times there as they had some players out there specifically working with Rios Novo on being able to punch that ball away with bodies floating around him. So that's something they practice with him specifically for that situation.
Yeah, oftentimes those kind of drills where it's a long pass into the box or crosses for the goalie to intercept are just done for just only the goalie standing there. But yes, they had one of the assistant coaches serving as a defender or as an attacker rather to kind of give him fits and force him to adjust as he went up and intercepted crosses, and certainly it's paying off for him. Ikaza with it here for the Toros. Finds Amo. Amo unable to turn, so he'll play it back to Jay, and he'll get it to Flores. Flores with a lot of space to work with. He's got Manley to his right. decides to go back to his left, and then Cabezas will play it over for Jay. Jay playing defense tonight. He's a versatile player. As they send this forward for Manley, who's just unable to catch up to it before it goes out of play. It'll be goal kick for Atlanta.
Just a slight misconnection there, but you love to see this from the Toros. They're remaining aggressive, going for that long ball. That was placed pretty well. Carter Manley just could not quite run it down in time to keep it in, but the Toros continuing to be aggressive, and that's reaping some really strong dividends. Going for the W. Starting next spring, the USL W League, providing increased equity and opportunity for women looking to pursue careers in soccer, both on and off the pitch. Comprised of clubs across the Championship, League One, League Two, and new expansion markets, the W League is set to begin play in more than 30 communities across the United States. Head over to uslwleague.com to learn more.
Got a free kick here for United. About 5 minutes and change remaining in the first half. It's been frenetic as Atlanta scored early. The Toros scored midway through the half. And it's been mostly the Toros on the attack for the last 20 minutes or so. Tied at 1. I think both teams feeling a little bit of desperation, feeling that they have to come away with 3 points here tonight. No one interested in settling for a draw this evening.
Interesting decision that United 2 did not come forward to force Derek to pick that up. They were willing to stay back on their heels defensively and allow him to get set up.
For the United 2 defense. And keep away right now. This is McFadden. Lopez charging on him. McFadden forced to give it back to Washington. Bryce Washington out of Atlanta. Send a long pass over to his teammate, Camden Feo. Feo, the captain, will play this forward. And Manley able to pick it upfield for the Toros. That'll be a throw-in for the visitors. Yeah, Atlanta United 2 hasn't won since they were able to defeat the Indy 11 back on September 4th. Been an even longer drought for the Toros as Ikaza plays this forward. Felberg will send it into the area. There's Amo, a shot save made. Ball still loose. Here's Lopez. Gets around his marker, shoots, and the keeper saves. Boy, Rios Novo really earning his money here tonight.
Like Spider-Man, he's just swinging around through the box right there. Take a look at this. Perfect job reading this, putting the slide on. Takes that attack by Elvis Almo right to the hip, and then right back to his feet. He's in a good spot to break up the attack by Rodrigo Lopez.
I've got 5 saves already for Rios Novo.
And he's a young keeper, but he has some really good instincts. As a keeper, sometimes your gut reaction is to go ahead and attack the ball, step forward, try to attack it. He did a nice job of standing back, reading the eyes of Elvis Almo and allowing Almo to make the attack, and he was there to move on it. Had he taken a step or two forward, he would have left more room for Almo to try to kind of loop one around him, bend one past him, but he waited for it and took the attack as it came.
Yeah, and that's a tough position to be in when you're facing the other team's leading goal scorer at point-blank range, and Rios Novo able to stand his ground there, did not panic, did not take himself out of the play. Made 2 good saves there, back-to-back off Amo and Lopez. Here it's played forward for Lopez, moving into the box. Shot attempt is blocked in front. It goes out to Amo. Toros will reset up. Gabessa stepping forward, tried a shot from distance, but it was blocked in front by Fortune. Now here's Manley. Works around his marker. A poor pass into the midfield is stolen away, and it's a 3-on-2 break here for United 2. Nice move there by Mateus. Another good move, a shot, and it's a goal for United 2. Right at the end of the first half, and United 2 back in front.
We talked how Mateus was going to be the player to watch because he is just so crafty with the ball at his feet. And take a look at this dribbling ability. Right past Pimentel. Diaz-Pay comes forward, whoop, right past him. Attacking in comes Jay and Derek, and what does he do? Tip of that toe just lifts it right over the top and gently into the back of the net. He is crafty.
Only 20 years old, shows a great deal of poise there for being such a young professional. Got his 6th goal of the year. Mateus from Venezuela. And you nailed it, Brian, our player to watch there, coming through with a terrific goal here just 2 minutes before halftime.
And he had Toros players flying every which way around him and just really crafty, working left and right, puts himself in a good spot. And you can have the tendency in that very last couple of steps to try to just drive the ball forward, but he's heady enough to stop and get that little soft lift with the end of his toe and just lift it right over the top of the attacking Derek. That was a beautiful series for Mateus and Atlanta United 2.
Yeah, sublime touch there. By the way, there was no substitution there. You saw a lot of activity over by the United 2 bench, but they were just replenishing themselves with some water. And now Mejia trying to get control. Flores knocks that down. We're at 45 minutes, and there's only going to be 1 minute of added time. United 2 with a 2-1 lead. And now we've got a free kick awarded to United 2 and an Atlanta player down, and that's their captain, Camden Feo.
Looks like he needs a minute just to kind of stretch out that foot. We'll look and see what happens. As that one comes over to Camden Feo. Has the end of his toe stepped on there.
And they're wearing cleats out there, so
does not tickle.
Yeah.
Substitution for the Toros. As in will come James Murphy. He's going to replace Juan David Cabezas.
Be the first sub by either team. James Murphy, who earlier this month just turned 24. Along with Lopez, he leads the team with 5 assists. Now here's Jope. Jope on the edge of the box. He had the first goal for Atlanta earlier this evening. And now the ball cleared upfield, and there's the referee's whistle. We are at halftime. So I've seen some end-to-end action here. Toros kind of dominating for the most part, but it was Atlanta United 2 with 2 strikes that put them in the lead, 2-1 here at the break. Well, coming up, we'll check around the USL. We'll have some notes and some video. Plus, we're going to have first half highlights and first half stats, a look at the standings and the schedules for both these teams. All that coming up on our halftime report. Right now, you're watching USL Championship Soccer on ESPN+.
When we said Reliant offers free flex days, we had something a little different in mind. Get the flexibility of free electricity on your 2 highest use days every week with the Reliant Truly Free Flex Days plan. That's up to 8 free days a month. So go on, what are you waiting for? We'll even upgrade your plan to solar. On us. Reliant. That's power. Your way.
DHR Health is now safer than ever and continues to remain focused on one thing: providing exceptional care to our patients and community. No other hospital is trying harder to keep you safe. We're taking every action to ensure your safety with enhanced precautions, including 3 off-site COVID-19 units. Your health should never wait. Don't delay your health care. There is no reason to. Schedule your appointment today. DHR Health. For you, for life.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
A lot of action tonight here at HEB Park. 2-1 our score. Atlanta United 2 in front. Time now for our halftime report, Brian.
Special appreciation to our halftime sponsor, Live Oak Texas Vodka, the official vodka sponsor of the RGV Toros. This is not the only action across the USL. Let's take a look at our USL recap.
Today, as you step onto the field, as you defend and attack, as you move swift, quick, like you were made for this, know that you do not do so alone. With each step, you run with all of the women before you and all of the women that will come after you. A stampede of mujeres blazing a trail on fire. Time cannot catch you. Para ti no existen los límites. You come from women that transformed pain into victory. Women that accepted impossible as a challenge. A challenge is brought to you and you do not turn away. Your journey today awaits you and you do not step down. You step into your purpose. You step strong. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
Tees it up, what a strike, and what a goal! Hartford has a goal! His right-footed shot, and it's in! Knocked away. Looking for Para, could fall for an opportunity here, the shot comes in! Oh, it's brilliant!
And we're back. Time for our team of the week.
Look at your team of the week. What a strong performance. There's your starters. Player of the week, you see right there, the forward Sebastian Guzada had a huge performance for Tampa Bay Rowdies last week, recording 2 goals for his second consecutive outing. His side picked up a 2-0 victory over Atlanta United 2 last Saturday. Guzada's performance was his second consecutive 2-goal outing, and it earned Tampa Bay a victory as it surpassed 800 minutes without conceding a goal with an 8th consecutive shutout, setting a new USL Championship regular season record, which extended even further this evening in a big performance there, along with the rest of your starters, as you see there for your team of the week. Elsewhere across the USL, India 11 had a big signing this week as they announced the signing of midfielder Kevin Partida for the remainder of this season. Terms weren't disclosed. However, this move to the roster allowed them to move goalkeeper Eric Dick, who had been recalled from his loan spell as a part of the MLS club Columbus Crew SC. 10 games in action across the USL this evening. A couple of big ones with major implications in the playoff standings. Earlier today, the Tampa Bay Rowdies defeated Hartford 2-1. That goal by Hartford coming in the 94th minute to break up what had been a very long shutout streak by the Rowdies.
Over 900 minutes, I think.
I believe you're right. There was a tie in full time between Pittsburgh and Charlotte at 3-3. In the 10th minute right now, Miami and Loudoun are knotted at 0-0. In the 63rd minute, Colorado Springs is leading Austin 2-1. That has major implications in the Mountain Division.
And that's good for the Toros. If Austin loses tonight, Toros have an opportunity to gain some ground on that 4th playoff spot.
Additionally, Memphis is tied 1-1 with Louisville in the 64th minute. You know what's going on at the half here between Rio Grande Valley and Atlanta. Also at the half, New Mexico and San Antonio are knotted at 0-0. 3 games in action later this evening as Las Vegas will be at the San Diego Loyal. Orange County is at Oakland, and Tacoma will face off with Phoenix in Phoenix.
And for Atlanta United fans, I know they'd be interested in that Memphis score. If Memphis loses tonight, they're just 2 points in front of Atlanta United, a chance for them to leapfrog them as we see the schedule here. And it's going to be tough going here, isn't it, for Atlanta United too?
Yeah, they've got one home game coming up right away. That's the 29th against Louisville City FC. But after that, the road gets long and gets daunting. Matches against the Indy 11, Sporting Kansas City, Memphis 901, and FC Tulsa. And Atlanta really needs to pick up some big points across that stretch, and it may have to come on the road. On the other side, looking at the Toros, take a look at this schedule. It does not get a lot easier, but a lot of games against interdivision rivals, which could allow them to kind of work their way up those standings. They'll hit the road for their next one. That'll be at New Mexico United. In fact, 3 of their next 5 are against New Mexico. Then they're home for Real Monarchs on the 2nd, New Mexico on the 9th, Colorado Springs on the 16th. Those are both on the road, and then they will get New Mexico United, 3rd time in 5 games, back here at HEB Park on October 23rd.
Yeah, all 5 of those opponents are within the division, so yeah, real chance for them to move up as we take a look first at the Central Division standings.
And look at those numbers. Look how tightly packed the Central Division is. You see at the top there, Louisville City, Birmingham, who've all been playing really nice soccer over the last month, but look how tight things get after that. Oklahoma City's in 4th with 31. Memphis 901 has 31. That's 4th and 5th. Atlanta United 2, 29. Indy 11, 29. So you've got 4 teams within 2 points of each other looking for that final playoff spot before Sporting Kansas City 2 rounds out the standings there with 19 points.
Kind of playing for pride, as they usually say. And how about the Mountain?
And the Mountain Division gets really interesting as well. And this is that time of the year where everything starts to really count. El Paso Locomotive really starting to run away, up 7 now. San Antonio and Colorado Springs doing a nice job with 40. But look how tight it gets once again. In 4th, the Austin Bold at 36, but right on their heels, the Toros and New Mexico United at 31 points. 2 wins away from leapfrogging themselves into that position. And Real Monarchs rounding out the standings with 16. They're in 7th place. But 2 wins could have huge implications on either one of these division standings.
Yeah, and the Toros are a real chance. They're kind of in a slingshot right now because they could leapfrog Austin, who is losing right now. Well, not leapfrog them, but move certainly within 2 points of them. If the Toros can win tonight and Austin Bold goes on to lose to Colorado Springs. But meanwhile, New Mexico United is also in action later this evening, and you can see that they have the same number of points as the Toros. So Toros could move to within a couple points of 4th, or they could slide all the way back to 6th here tonight. So yeah, a lot going on.
And it makes those 3 matches coming up between New Mexico and Rio Grande Valley look really important. 3 of the next 5, those 2 teams will square off.
All right, we're getting first half highlights, first half stats coming right up. Right now you're watching USL Championship Soccer on ESPN+.
When we said Reliant offers free flex days, we had something a little different in mind. Get the flexibility of free electricity on your 2 highest use days every week with the Reliant Truly Free Flex Days plan. That's up to 8 free days a month. So go on. What are you waiting for? We'll even upgrade your plan to solar. On us. Reliant. That's power. Your way.
DHR Health is now safer than ever and continues to remain focused on one thing: providing exceptional care to our patients and community. No other hospital is trying harder to keep you safe. We're taking every action to ensure your safety with enhanced precautions, including 3 off-site COVID-19 units. Your health should never wait. Don't delay your health care. There is no reason to. Schedule your appointment today. DHR Health. For you, for life.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
Today at Whataburger, we're cooking the Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich. We got 3 chicken strips topped with Whataburger's own buffalo sauce, a little bit of buttermilk ranch, 2 slices of Monterey Jack cheese. The combination is just right.
It's crunchy and then it's spicy and then it's cool. Your mouth is exploding with flavor.
It just all works together, and then you add the cheese in there.
It kind of wakes me up, honestly. My goodness. I could see myself eating this every time I come here.
They're gonna go crazy for this thing. The Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich. That's back, and it's only for a limited time.
And welcome back to HEB Park. And fans enjoying a lot of offense here tonight. 2-1 our score. Atlanta United 2 in front. And let's take a look at these first half highlights. And Brian?
Lots of action going back and forth on both sides. Early on, here's that opening goal by Jope. Look at the angle here. Reads the defense perfectly. Squeezes that one through. Here's another look at the angle. I mean, look at that. White kicks around him, and somehow he bends that around the outstretched arms of Tyler Derrick. That put United 2 up 1-0. Coming back the other way, look at this job by Carter Manley, putting a beautiful drop in there. Yakaza gets that off the crown of his head, just a little bit high. Here's Fieldberg trying to put a strike on goal. Nice job there by Rios Novo of jumping into the lane. And there's just the first goal for the Toros, able to bounce that one off of the bar. Carter Manley says, I'll clean that up for you. Sends it back in toward the middle. Elvis Amo sliding it right past. Huge goal there for the Toros. Pulling this one even at 1-1. Coming back the other way, look at this long pass from Elvis Amo. Rodrigo Lopez gives that one the Olay. Here comes Flores up the far side, and look at this cross he's going to break out. Looking for Fieldberg. Good angle there, Rios Novo. Spectacular first half for him. Able to push that one away. Fieldberg once again trying to cut that one across. Almost point-blank range. Rios Novo says no, wags his finger. Toro is not able to strike. Rios Novo again picking that one up in a good spot. Now here's a really nice opportunity coming forward for Atlanta too. Mateus weaving through traffic and then using the gentle touch to volley that right into the back of the net. That's been the difference as they lead 2-1.
And now in shots, you can see, I mean, the Toros were really applying a lot of pressure, and you can see that reflected in the shots, the on targets, and the possession.
Yeah, possession favoring the Toros, which typically for this team is a really good sign. When they're controlling the ball, when they've got the time possession in their favor, they're going to be the team that's setting the pace. But Atlanta United, think about this. 4 shots, 2 on target. The 2 on target have found their way into the back of the net. So United 2 doing a spectacular job of taking advantage. When they get a look, they're putting it in the net.
And that was their weakness coming in, wasn't it? Was getting shots on target, getting quality shots.
Yeah, they were getting tons of shots, not quite in a spot where they can do it. But look at this. Both shots they had on target were in wonderful positions. Jope and Mateus both just finding themselves in good spots, finding the angle, and using that really heady heads-up play that makes this Atlanta United 2 Academy such a great academy. And they step up big and say, we may be young, but we are a force to be reckoned with.
Both goals for Atlanta United coming inside the box, so they had a close range there, both coming from the left side as they attacked the goal on Tyler Derrick and getting 2 goals across. I think we're ready for the second half kickoff now. By the way, corner kicks, 5-0 in favor of the Toros there in the first half. Fouls, 8 on the Toros, just 1 on the Atlanta United 2.
This is an interesting scenario for the Toros because I think if you're head coach Wilmer Cabrera, you went back in the locker room and you didn't have a lot of negative things to say to your team. Everything kind of went to game plan. You controlled possession, you had good looks, you got good shots on goal. So we said 2 shots clanged off of the upright like a tuning fork. So you're getting the opportunities you want. It's just those slightest little bit of breakdowns defensively that bred some life into the offense for United 2, and that's been the difference.
Toros kick it off, or underway here in the second half. Teams have switched in, so Toros now going from right to left. Yeah, Toros with 16 shots in the first half. Their season high this year, 27. So they're in a position to obliterate that here tonight. So we see Rios Novo pick this up after Feldberg applies some pressure. Real impressed with Rios Novo. Had him for 5 saves in the first half. Just 19 years old. 5'10", 155 pounds, which is a little small for a keeper.
But he is lightning quick, and you've seen it there in the box. He's got good instincts. He covers a lot of ground very quickly, and that's allowed him to be in really good spots to break up attacks at the net. Look specifically at the back-to-back attacks there from Elvis Amo and Rodrigo Lopez to close the first half, and he was right there and jumped on those attacks.
Here's a cross by United 2 that looks promising. Mateus with a beautiful touch there to bring it down to his foot, but then has it stolen away by Jay. Jay just picking his pocket there. And now a back pass by the Toros intercepted, and United 2 has another chance. Mateus with the cross. A shot near the goal goes wide. But boy, an open look for Jope there, and Derrick has to be furious.
And you see Joe kind of dropping his head, shaking his hands. That was placed beautifully. Look at the job Mateus does of lifting that into a good spot. Joe had plenty of time to set his feet. Ends up kind of shifting, and at the last minute tries to whip it with his head and whips it wide.
Joe might have even had time to bring it down to his feet. He was so wide open there. Definitely a mistake by the Toros on the defense there, but getting away with it. They trail 2-1 here as we start this second half. Both teams have found goals hard to come by as of late. But United 2 may have broken out of that slump a bit. They had been shut out 2 consecutive games coming into tonight, and they had 2 goals in the first half. Here's Amo with a chance. Moving inside. His shot is going to be wide. He's trying to get around McFadden, unable to curl that one home.
It's a good job defensively there by Washington and McFadden. One goes high, one goes low. Forces Amo to take a shot, probably not from the exact angle he wants to. High, low right here, so as he tries to lift, he can't really lift that into a spot that's going to challenge the net. That one's going to float out.
And the Toros tried to put the ball back in play. The referee saying no, not yet. Toros seemed a little bit discombobulated by that. Getting their 6th corner kick of the game here. Once again, it's Flores to take it. It's an outswinger. And that goes into the net. It's a goal. Toros get the goal off the corner kick. And we're all tied up once again here in the early stages of the second half.
Diaz-Pay, that big body hanging around the net, 6'3", 185. Look what he does here, rises up, crown of his head, drives it, little whip of the neck, and look at that. Not a lot Rios Novo can do with that 5'10" frame to challenge that sweet attack from the 6'3" Diaz-Pay. Give some credit to Flores. That was a beautiful corner, placed it perfectly. Diaz-Pay finishes.
That was a great finish there. 4th time this season the Toros have scored off a corner kick. And for the first time in 7 games, they have 2 goals on the board. We're all tied at 2 now. Now here's a turnover. Toros once again. Felberg has it kicked away from him by McFadden. And now Murphy will play it back to Jay. It goes all the way back to the center back, Pimentel. Pimentel restart the attack. Jay sends it into the middle for Ikaza. Ikaza with a quick turn will get it to Murphy, who came on in the first half as a sub. Has it stolen away from him by Fortune. Fortune with a chance here. Gets it to Mateus. A sliding pass. And Jope wasn't quite able to get there. I think Mateus felt he didn't have enough time to get a shot, so he just tried a soft touch here.
And Fortune favors the bold, and Atlanta United trying to be bold right here. United 2 tries to slip that right past. Nobody in reception, though. Toros dodge a bullet there.
By the way, Diaz-Pay, his first goal of the season. Also the first goal of the season for the Toros in the opening 5 minutes of a second half. They'd usually been cold at the start of a second half. Able to tie it up at 2 here. Flores sends it forward to Lopez. Lopez will go to open space for the charging Manley. Tries to send a cross inside the defender's foot. It goes off, and it'll be another corner yet here for the Toros.
That's the captain once again. Camden Feo read that beautifully rather than attacking on the ball, because he's not going to get there before Carter Manley can. Instead stays in the passing lane, and as Manley tries to center that, sticks that left foot out and pokes it away.
Flores has Ikaza right there to his left. We'll see if this is a short entry pass. Referee giving a warning to a couple of players in the box. A little jostling going on there. Toros have 4 in the box at the moment.
And Diaz-Pay and Bauer were just about hugging each other for a few moments there, trying to jockey for position.
There's a corner. Keeper comes out this time and intercepts. Rios Novo, maybe regretting that he didn't come out for the previous one that led to a goal. Comes out and grabs that one. Toros, immediate counterattack here. Pass into the box. Pimentel kind of overran it just a bit as it goes all the way through. And now Fortune with it. And there's a whistle back in the box for an injury. Boy, a lot of action here early on here in the second half.
Beckham, the trainer, out. Flores tries to cross this one back in. Manley loses his footing. Pimentel comes in. A lot of contact there between Pimentel and Washington. Washington coming up with the worst of that. Couldn't see that coming because Pimentel was coming in from behind.
Yeah, Pimentel charging in, trying to get that redirect toward the net. It's a golden opportunity there for the Toros as they take advantage of the timeout. They get some water. Certainly pretty hot out there, even though we're in the latter part of September and this far south, bottom tip of Texas, you still get a lot of humidity. You see teams basically taking a hydration break at the moment while they attend to Washington. And Feldberg is taking a look at him, just 22 years old, making his first appearance tonight, has played a terrific game. Amo has a goal, his team leading 9th goal of the season.
And the Toros have been the aggressor. They were the aggressor to start this match. They've been the aggressor to open the second half here. And if you're Coach Wilmer Cabrera, that's what you wanted. You wanted your team to come out and set the pace, set the tone, show that the last couple of outcomes don't necessarily define how this season is going to go. You're still in a position to make some noise in the Mountain Division. Trying to make it here 2-2, but the momentum is clearly on the favor of the Toros right now. Good to see Washington back to his feet as they help him off the pitch.
And I love the fervor on both teams as we see a substitute about to come in for Washington. It looks like it's going to be Philip Goodrum. He's out of Charlotte, North Carolina, just a little bit north of his home club, 24 years old. Now, he's a forward, though, and Washington is a defender, so this might be United 2 might be looking for an opportunity to bolster their attack a little bit. So we see Pimentel there wearing the captain's armband. And Goodrum will come in for, I'm sure, for Washington. Yeah, 27 Washington coming out. Goodrum has 4 goals this season. So it'll provide some offensive spark here for United 2 as both teams, I think, rolling the dice, have made substitutes to reinforce the offense. And it's paid off for both. They've got 4 goals on the board.
And it keeps some size out there for United 2, which is what they need. Remember, second goal from the Toros came on a corner where the 6'3" DS Pay made magic happen.
Lamb sends it inside, and Jope with a shot that is just wide. Derek taking no chances when after that one. Jope with a superb game tonight. He's gotten several looks, and of course he had that opening goal in the 3rd minute. It's a nice setup there, too, by Robbie Mertz.
It's been some really nice passing by United 2 in this one. We've seen it multiple times. They've done a nice job of dribbling through the attack for the Toros and finding ways to just kind of get that slip pass through and give some good opportunities. It's led to 2 goals thus far. And almost a 3rd win there.
I was going to say that the intensity level tonight seems like an elimination game, a knockout game in tournaments or something like that, as you're seeing both teams really going, continuing to play attacking soccer. Clearly, I think both teams feel that they need to come away with 3 points here tonight. Toros put it back in play. And this will be Dispe, who had the game-tying goal a few minutes ago. Sending it forward, Ikaza's pass will go out of play, kind of a miscommunication with Feldberg. And the throw in for United 2. That's McFadden trying to work something out on the far sideline. Toros winning control for the moment. Feldberg was double teamed, and United 2 able to work it away from him. Toros try it again, this time in the middle of the field. Here's Lopez. Loves those long passes. Sends it into the area. Feldberg with a chance here. Defender had fallen down. Feldberg shoots wide.
United 2 took a half a second to breathe there. I think they thought that was offside, so nobody continued to chase Feldberg down. You'll see here Rodrigo Lopez has got some real touch from distance. And as that one drops back, I think everyone on United 2 thought, well, that's going to be offside. It wasn't. Fieldberg put the strike on that. They were very fortunate that that carried left.
So United 2 putting it back in play. Both teams have another game coming up on Wednesday. So it's getting fast and furious as we reach the stretch run for the USL regular season. Top 4 teams in each division go to the playoffs. Right now, both these teams just outside of the playoff picture. Here's Derek, forced to come out and grab this one. Nice through ball there, intended for Mertz. Derek anticipating that one well.
See him telling his teammates up, pushing everyone forward. He wants to keep that pressure on United 2.
Yeah, it's United 2 now with the defensive pressure. This is what we were seeing a lot from the Toros in the first half. United 2 tightening the defensive screws here in the early part of the second half. This will be a throw in for Atlanta United 2. Goodrum, who just came onto the pitch, will throw this in. Dispe able to head it back to his teammate, to Murphy. The one touch works its way to Lopez. Jay with it now, trying to weave through traffic. The West African able to send it forward. Now it's at the foot of Fieldberg, moving through 2 defenders, and has it kicked away by Josh Bauer. Bauer, the center back, able to win that duel and start an attack here for United 2. Now Jope with it. Jope will send it all the way to the opposite end. Here's Mateus. Mateus has a sublime touch with his foot. Already scored 1 goal tonight, nearly set up another. And now we've got a free kick that's going to be awarded to the Toros.
El Wasamo dropping his hands. I think he wanted more than just a foul there. So took a pretty good tumble as their feet get tied up. You see Mateus trying to work his way through there. Amo does a nice job of coming in from the backside and just picking his pocket. But as he pushes forward, he and Mateus's legs get knotted up.
Yeah, Amo went down. Toros with the free kick here, facing pressure. Murphy will send it out of the middle to the outside, and Manley will send it deep downfield. Feldberg running onto it, tips it over the keeper, and it's a goal for the Toros. Or no!
I didn't see the flag go up.
Yeah, I didn't see the offside flag either, but apparently the official blew his whistle.
It's going to get a substitution for United 2. As Mateus Benitez is going to come in to replace Amadou Jope.
Jope with the goal in the 3rd minute that got United 2 on the board early, ended their scoreless streak. I'm still not sure what happened there. Maybe it was offside because of where they spotted the ball.
Either way, it was a beautiful touch there by Feldberg to just lift that and find its way into the net. Taken off the board, however.
Yeah, he saw the charging keeper and was able to put a nice little soft touch right over the keeper's head. Now Derek has control of it. Still 30 minutes to play, plenty of time for more action. So we're all tied at 2 here. Early part of the second half.
Murphy tried to squeeze that one through to Lopez. Nice job there from Mateus to step into that passing lane and put a toe on it to prevent that, because Rodrigo Lopez was in a real good spot to drive if that had slipped through.
Offside called on United 2. So a free kick here now for the Toros. Here's Jay. Jay with a nice little fake there. Buy himself some space, and he'll chip it into open space in the attacking zone. United 2 able to win the ball back, however. So it's at the foot of Mateus, the 20-year-old Venezuelan. Now to Goodrum. And Goodrum will send this one forward. It's Mejia with it. And Mejia against Pimentel, and Pimentel just muscles him off the ball.
Allows that one just to trickle out. It'll lead to a goal kick. Pimentel is that backline enforcer. So he gets to the spot and gentle little tap on the hip.
Oh yes, just a little how do you do. Pimentel, a veteran of many battles in the Mexican League. Played with several teams down in Mexico. And showing that veteran prowess here. So a free kick now won by Atlanta United.
Yakaza wrapping up toe-to-toe there with the captain, Camden Feo. Bodies go spinning around. They'll give the foul to Yakaza.
So pass to Mateus. Mateus trying to get turned, has Murphy and Yakaza marking him. And Mateus with a terrific move there. Beats both defenders. Now has a ton of space before he's tripped up by Flores. And a free kick now in a promising position for Atlanta.
Again, we can't over-discuss just what a spectacular job Mateus can do with the ball at his feet. Turns on a dime there, sends two Toros going the other direction, builds a strong count. There are few players that have just the grittiness that you're seeing from Mateus in this one. And just like that, Flores gets himself caught a little bit out, lifts that leg up to try to come back the other way, limit the attack. He catches Mateus in the process. And this is a really good spot for a free kick for United 2.
And Mateus will put it into the box. Derek is out there and is able to corral that one. Boy, that was a tough tweener for Derek. Couldn't quite decide, do I stay back on that one or do I charge it? And he was fortunate, I think, catching it on the bounce, not to have any confrontations with the United 2 players.
Look at that. United 2 just immediately back on the counter. They're not going to sit back and let the Toros be the aggressor here. They're getting aggressive themselves as these two teams are racing back and forth.
Both of them feeling that playoff pressure as United 2 on the attack. Mateus here against Jay. Jay kicks it away from him. Jay playing a pretty good game on the back line tonight. He's been used traditionally as a midfielder or a forward, but playing left back here tonight and doing a great job. And we're going to see Frank Lopez coming into the game now in place of Andres Flores.
Flores for Flores. A good chance now for the Toros to get some fresh legs out here. Lots of energy being expelled. These two teams, as we said, are racing back and forth. Fresh legs may be just the difference the Toros need to make sure they keep this attack moving.
And Frank Lopez can do a lot to bolster an offense as there's a chance here. And that's Lopez with it to Feldberg, a shot and a score! Just like that, Lopez on the pitch for less than 60 seconds and sets up Feldberg for his first goal as a Toro. And the Toros have the lead for the first time.
And remember, Frank Lopez was our player to watch because he has so much energy. Take a look right here through contact, has possession, comes back, and look at this simple touch. And what a finish by Feldberg. I said Lopez can be a spark when the Toros need it, and that spark just lit a fire.
Third straight game that Lopez has got it down to the score sheet. He's had either an assist or a goal now in 3 consecutive matches. And boy, as soon as he came out onto the pitch, he raced onto a loose ball and set up Feldberg beautifully for his first goal. And the Toros, more importantly, in front, 3-2.
Great performance here at HEB Park for the Toros, looking to make some moves in the Mountain Division. No better way to do so than to come out and pick up some points now. Can they keep that pressure up and prevent United 2 from getting a good strike?
This ball played up, intended for Feldberg, but it's going to go out of play and be a throw-in for Atlanta United 2. And looking at the scoreboard, Brian, Colorado has moved in front of Austin 3-1. They are in second half stoppage time already.
It's going to go a long way to help the Toros' case, especially if they can pick up 3 points here.
Memphis and Louisville, by the way, tied at 1. They are also in second half stoppage. Manley with it here for the Toros. Has it tapped away from him. Terrific defending there by Camden Feo. And this will be a throw-in also for United 2.
And further helping the Toros' case in the second half, San Antonio and New Mexico are still knotted at 0-0, so the Toros have some chance to create some space here as they work their way up the Mountain Division if these scores hold.
Toros have not won at HEB Park since the early part of August. Been a long drought for them, an 8-game winless streak that they're trying to put it to an end here tonight. Of course, they won't draw any sympathy from United 2, who came in with just 1 win in their last 6 matches coming into tonight. And as you've seen, both teams playing with a lot of intensity, trying to put goals on the board and pull out a win this evening. Of course, we're still not done. Only the 68th minute. Toros in the lead for the first time. They trailed 2-1 at the break. They've got 2 goals here in this second half from Dispé and now Fieldberg, and lead it by 1. United 2 on the attack, though. There's Mertz. Mertz will send it over to the right side. Ends up at the foot of Brendan Lamb. Lamb only 16 years old, one of those academy products for this United 2 team. United 2 forced to restart the attack now. Toros kick it away, and they're able to get something going here. They've got 4 players in the offensive zone. Fieldberg with it now, tried to return it to Amo, but Washington was on top of that one. Washington fighting his way against 2 markers, trying for the through ball that was going to be intended for Mejia. The Toros able to turn that one away. Lopez now. Lopez with a long pass, and Rios Novo forced to come out and play that one. And now it's tipped away. Rios Novo in a bad situation, and now they're going the whistle.
Offside, the flag goes up. Lopez hands in the air. There was a whole lot of action long before that flag ever went up. Lopez says, "You made me do all that just to ultimately end up with an offside?"
Yeah, he must have been offside before all of that melee took place. You can't be offside by yourself.
Coming in now for United 2 is number 11, Connor Stanley, 5'9", 155, out of England. 19-year-old forward. That youth continuing to be a big factor. As you see there on the replay, Lopez was quite a few steps offside when that pass initially came in.
Would have been exciting there as Rios Novo was caught way out of position, and Lopez would have had an open net to shoot at. So I can sense Lopez's frustration, but it was the right call. Second offside call against the Toros. Here's a long pass. This is going to be McFadden. He's the leading goal scorer for United 2. Has 2 markers already. Ikaza kicks it away from him, and it goes to Dispé. And then Ikaza will send it up to midfield. A little too far for Lopez, and it comes down to the foot of the defender, Camden Feo. Now on the right side, this is Goodrum. Second half sub will slide it to Matthias. And now a free kick is going to be awarded for Atlanta United 2. In a very dangerous position here.
The USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forwardforever-proud.
So we saw in the replay Pimentel committing the foul. Pimentel, a physical player, came into this game as the team leader in fouls conceded. And this is a golden opportunity here for Atlanta here in the 71st minute.
So nice discussion there by Camden Feo and Mateus. As it could not be placed in a better spot for United 2. Camden Feo taking it.
And Matthias with the shot, big save by Derek. Derek had to go to full stretch to keep that one out of the back of the net. United 2 not done yet. Here's a shot from outside, and it goes off a defender, and this will be a corner kick here for United 2.
United 2 continuing to apply the pressure. They are not resting back on their heels. They are still well within a position to make a strike here. Mateus put that beautifully. Tyler Derrick read it even better.
And have a glancing header there that Derek is able to save off the corner. McFadden getting a nice little touch on that, but Derek was ready for his second save. United 2 putting all kinds of pressure on the Toros net, as we see that there. Maybe McFadden didn't quite get the velocity he wanted. And Derek able to save it from inside the 6-yard box.
This has been a big scoring opportunity for the Toros. This will be the third time they've scored 3 goals. Their season high is 4. That came
against Miami.
Yeah, earlier in the season. So the Toros have yet to lose when they've scored 3 goals or more. This is a huge moment here, now up 3-2. Can they protect this lead? Toros have not scored at this kind of a rate very often on the year, but when they do, good things happen.
I believe Jay, or they're going to say yellow card on Robbie Mertz, who is a Atlanta player. Now they say the yellow card was actually on number 15, Alex Garuba. And Garuba from Atlanta, and that'll be his first of the year. It must have come after the foul was committed, because it'll still be a free kick here for United 2.
Little extracurricular conversation following the foul. Mateus, it's a really good spot here. This is a little ways out. So he's probably going to try to lift this and allow one of his teammates to make a play in the box.
Mateus is going to play this a little bit short. Gets a return pass. Decides to send it back to Mertz. Mertz will find Mejia. Mejia, the cross into the box. Headed by a defender for the Toros. Toros trying to get it out of danger. Icaza fires it upfield. And the Toros evade and now have an attack of their own. As Lopez is taken out. Had the legs taken out from underneath him. And this is going to be a foul against United 2. Mateus pleading his case there.
Lopez checking those shin guards. So get another look. Lopez slows the pace down. Mateus comes in, trying to make a play on the ball. Instead makes a play on the legs of Frank Lopez. Coach Corbetta making the argument, you got to play the ball. He didn't play the ball.
Yeah, I was wondering what Mateus was even arguing. That was a pretty obvious foul. Toros put it back in play. Only the 3rd foul called on United 2 tonight. Played a pretty clean game as they get it to Feldberg on the top of the box. Has it kicked away from him at the last moment. This is Mertz with it. Mertz trying to get it out of trouble and sends it over to the left side. And this will be Connor Stanley. The Englishman racing downfield, trying to get a return pass, but Carter Manley cutting that off. And Benitez forced to turn around, and now he's able to find Stanley on the edge of the Toros box. And a great play there by Murphy. Murphy able to bump him off the ball and squash that attack. Here's Fjellberg. Fjellberg will send it over to Jay. Jay with some space in front of him. He's going to wait for reinforcements. Lopez will one-touch it back to Pimentel, and he'll send it to his center back. It's Dispay over there. Dispay, who had a header for a goal off a corner kick in the early stages of the second half. Tied the game at 2 at that point. Toros have since added a goal by Fjellberg and lead it right now by 1. 15 and change left to play. And here's Goodrum. Goodrum sends it in. Pimentel with the header. And then it goes off of Lopez. And now Jay fighting for it. And it'll be a throw-in for Atlanta. Goodrum throws this into the box. That's Mateus with it. Able to turn and cross it. And the Toros forced to concede a corner kick. Dispay hustling back there.
Great job of reading that one through. Dispay, he's a defender. What defenders do best is read those attacks. You don't necessarily have to be in the right place. You just got to make sure you get a leg on it and clear it out. You don't want to allow for a rebound to be the difference.
Mateus will take the corner kick. It's going to be a short one. Now they return it to Mateus in a better position now to try to cross it. Finds Mejia. Mejia will cross it to the far post. A header toward the net is blocked in front. That was Dispay who got his foot to it and kicked it out. Now it'll be a throw in here for Atlanta United 2. High drama here at HEB Park this evening. Both teams in a desperate situation as far as the standings go, and battling for the 3 points here. This is Mertz. Mertz leads the team in assist, has it kicked away from him. And now Lopez will clear it for the Toros. Into the attacking zone, it's Amo. They'll find Ikaza. Ikaza just 24 years old. From Austin Bold, now Fjellberg. Fjellberg sent it, trying to get it to the right, I think, for Lopez. And now we've got two players running into each other. It'll be a free kick here for Atlanta United. I think Ikaza called for the foul.
Ikaza and Goodrum. A lot of contact here. That ball's bouncing free. Ikaza trying to come in and get a good clean slide on that. Similar to what we saw a few moments ago with Mateus. Ends up playing the feet, not the ball. Easy foul call to make there.
And this is McFadden going to send this into the area. Derek, taking no chances, comes out and makes a sliding intercept there. As Mejia was waiting to pounce on that one. And I think Derek is shaken up a bit, tapping his knee. May have twisted his knee as he came in here. As we take another look.
Beautiful touch to come forward. Looked like Tyler Derrick, as he went down, that right knee just kind of twisted as he's sliding across the field. And immediately put that hand up. Trainer will come out and take a look at him.
You see Pimentel standing next to him. Pimentel's had a big game, physical game, playing at that center back role.
The defense for the Toros has been really good. And they've given up 2 goals, and you say, well, in 2 goals, they had some hiccups. But really, the only 2 small hiccups they had defensively led to goals. As a general rule, this defense has been really good. A good job of clearing the ball, a good job of jumping into passing lanes. Give some credit to United 2, taking advantage of the scoring opportunities they had.
To take another look at some highlights here. I think that's the first goal of the second half of the Toros that tied it at 2.
There's the header by Diaz Pez. He says, get off me, give me some room. I'm operating here. Now take a look at this. Beautiful job by Mateus of trying to feed something through. Doesn't work. Lopez tries to clear that ball back the other direction. Nothing happening there. Good look here at United 2. Building an attack, comes just a little bit wide. Rodrigo Lopez going to drop that one in. Fieldberg, big swing there. Just misses it left. Here's Frank Lopez. Crosses that one back to Fieldberg. That finds the back of the net. That's what put the Toros up 3-2. Here's another look at the angle here. It's Lopez freshly checked in. Nice touch. As Fieldberg finishes.
Yeah, he was on the pitch for less than 60 seconds, Lopez, when he set up that goal. That was a brilliant setup and a brilliant finish.
Going for the W. Starting next spring, USLW League, providing increased equity and opportunity for women looking to pursue careers in soccer, both on and off the pitch. Comprised of clubs across the championship, League One, League Two, and new expansion markets, W League is set to begin play in more than 30 communities across the United States. Head over to USLWleague.com to learn more.
Mad scramble for the ball, won by the Toros. This is Amo with it. He'll feed Ikaza, slide it forward to Frank Lopez. Lopez into the area, trying to get Amo. Not quite able to connect there. Amo almost had his second goal of the evening. United 2 back on the attack, still looking for the equalizer. Long pass by Mateus. And this is going to force Derek to come out and play this one. Derek, who was shaken up just a few minutes ago, seems okay now. And it has Connor Stanley there challenging him just a little bit.
I'm going to blow a break here for a second as Fieldberg is also down at about midfield for the Toros.
And I think this is a hydration break that they're taking here, the 81st minute. Give us a chance to look at the schedules for these two teams.
The winner must report to our ticket sales office located near the team store.
You have action to continue on both sides. Remember, they're both hotly in pursuit of that fourth and final playoff spot in their respective divisions.
Well, you know, tonight was bark in the park, so you could say they are both being dogmatic as we take a look at some replays here.
So there's that pass looking for Amo. just outside of what he can get to. As we said, these two teams both within sniffing distance here on Bark at the Park night of finding themselves in the playoff spot. Gilbert's going to head over to the sideline now.
We'll see if this is, I think he's kind of applauding to the fans there. He scored his first goal in his first appearance as a Toro. He's going to be subbed out here in the last 10 minutes. And it looks like Juan Carlos, or no, it won't be Juan Carlos Asucar, it'll be Juan Cuzain will be coming in his place. But Juan Carlos Asucar is going to come in.
He'll replace Pimentel. Additionally, coming in will be Adrian Veta. He's going to replace Rodrigo Lopez.
I think that's going to be all 5 subs for the Toros as they make 3 here in the last few minutes. There's Cuzain right there, just turned 23 years old earlier this month. Adrian Veta coming onto the pitch now. I think for Veta, he did not play last week against Colorado Springs. So he's coming on as a late sub here. We didn't see Vicente Sanchez tonight. Might be a little bit of a surprise, but since the Toros are protecting a lead at this point instead of trying to tie a game or get a game winner, that may be why Sanchez is staying on the bench. Pressure here by the Toros in the 84th minute. Cuzain just came onto the pitch, giving United 2 some problems as they're able to work through them now. And they've got an attack going. Mejia able to evade one marker, but not the second one. He goes down, and this is going to be a booking for Diaz-Pay.
Yellow issued to Diaz-Pay as he came out. His back defender position, tried to step forward and apply some pressure to Mejia, who was just dribbling all over the pitch. Take a look right here, slips past Murphy. A little unstable here, and Diaz-Pay comes right after that touch on that same leg that he had tripped up on Murphy from just a moment ago. That'll draw the yellow. And again, United 2 in a really good spot. They're going to get a free kick with some space to operate.
For Diaz-Pay, his 5th yellow card this year. Pimentel leads the team with 7. Toros came in one of the league leaders among yellow cards. And here's the free kick from distance. That's going to be just wide. Forces Derek to go to full stretch. And a good shot there from a long way out by United 2.
Yeah, really well placed. Take another look right here. Chips that up, has it kind of right on that line. Tyler Derek's got to go full extension just to make sure he's there. That one carries just a little wide left. Derek can get a chance to reset, sending his team deep. Probably going to boom this one into the night.
3 Toros have gone into the books tonight, 2 for Atlanta United 2. And boy, a big kick there by Derek. And Ikaza able to win the duel. He'll feed his teammate Adrian Veta, and a long pass intended for Cuzain. Cuzain with fresh legs out there, couldn't track that down. And United 2 back with the ball. United 2 looking for the equalizer. A ball played to Mejia. Mejia able to turn around and find McFadden on the left side of the box. Ikaza comes over to mark him. McFadden will feed Stanley. It'll go back to Washington. Washington will chip it in toward the box, and a nice header. Little flick on there by Mateus, but a save made by Derek.
Riding on the back of Pimentel. Gotta love it there. Lots of energy. Mateus gives up some size to Pimentel, but he is crafty, and again is able to work around Pimentel to get a pretty good head on that before Tyler Derek pulls it in.
Mateus only 5'7", but he's one of those players. I think a keeper always needs to know where he is on the pitch at all times, isn't he?
He is crafty. We saw it on his goal score there, and again, gives up quite a bit of size to Eric Pimentel, but somehow still finds a way to block him out and put himself in a position to make a play.
Mateus, only 20 years old, showing tremendous athleticism and soccer instincts here tonight. His pass is blocked by a defender, and now a free kick going to be awarded to United 2. United 2 quickly puts this back in play.
And Another foul called here against the Toros.
That's going to be 15 fouls on the Toros here in this game. United 2, with their superior speed, has been able to draw a lot of whistles. And Mateus is going to come over to take this one. It's going to be about 45 yards from goal.
You see Kaza and Mejia collide.
So Mateus on this one. One defender in front of him. That'll be Frank Lopez. Derek a little bit off his line. Going to be a long shot. Going to be way over the bar. And that'll be a goal kick there for the Toros. And Derek breathes a sigh of relief here in the 88th minute.
Give him a chance to check the air pressure in that ball. Look at his cleats for a minute. Conversation with his teammates. Maybe look for any divots in the turf.
Well, there's a lot of divots in that 6-yard box. Looks a lot like some of the fairways I've played. And of course, it's Bark at the Park night. Fans bringing their canine friends. I assume the canine friends get in free. And they've had a terrifically entertaining game to watch here tonight. Toros are trying to generate a chance here. Kicked away by Mertz. And then coming in there, sliding in at the last moment for the Toros. That was Azucar. Juan Carlos Azucar came in as a late sub this evening. He does have 6 goals on the season, second on the team in scoring. So the top 2 scorers for the Toros are out there on the pitch here tonight. At this moment, as Amo loses control out of bounds. And this will be a throw-in for United 2.
The clock is not the friend for United 2 right now. They've got to have a sense of urgency, and they do have it. They're continuing to push the pace here. If you're the Toros, this is the time to get some good clearances.
Goodrum a little too aggressive, trying to win the ball back, commits the foul. It'll be a free kick now for the Toros. And another chance for United 2 slips away. Another look at it. You see it's Juan Kuzain who got fouled from behind.
Goodrum just trying to keep that pressure up. That's what you want to do if you're United 2 right now.
So chipped to the top of the box for United 2. Lopez pushes it forward, trying to get it to Ikaza, or actually Kuzain. But United 2 winning the ball. Goodrum has it kicked away from him. It'll be a throw-in for Atlanta. We're in the 90th minute. We'll keep an eye out to see how much stoppage time will be added.
One more substitution coming in for the Toros now. See Vicente Sanchez stretching those legs out. We're going to get an appearance from him.
I thought they had used all their subs, but they must have one left. And you're right, yeah, Vicente Sanchez, 41 years old, oldest player in the history of the USL to score a goal, and he has 2 this year. And it looks like Amo, who is kind of shaken up, like his night is done. Amo with his team-high 9th goal of the season earlier tonight. I was hearing a goal call out there. I thought I missed something for a moment. It's just the PA announcer getting the fans into it as Sanchez comes out there. He'll be playing forward in place of Amo. We're in the stoppage time for the second half. Toros trying to hold on to stop their 8-game winless streak. It's going to be 7 minutes of added time. A lot of extra time here for United 2. United 2 with just 1 win in their last 6. Try to at least get an equalizer here tonight before we're done.
Kuzain and Fortune get tied up. Foul will go against Kuzain.
There's Kuzain again in a bit of a physical melee there, along with Pimentel.
You see Mejia, a little bit of frustration on his face. He's really taken a couple of hard shots here in the second half.
I noticed they moved Mejia from the flank into the center at halftime. And he's been trying to generate attacks and lead attacks up the middle. And it's going to be either Mejia or Mateus to take this free kick. It's going to be Mateus. Going to chip it toward the box a little bit low, and it's headed out by the Toros. United 2 with control. Mateus will send it into the box yet again. A couple of Toros fall down. And it goes out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick here for the Toros. I think they were trying to feed it to Benitez. And Manley is shaken up, holding his shoulder.
A good chip here by Matthias. Gets right into the spot. And there's why Azokar is putting his hands up. Benitez with the flying leg straight up in the air kind of grabs against Azokar. Manley comes down a little bit rough on that left shoulder. He needs a minute to compose himself.
It was Azokar who collided with Manley. You saw Azokar came over to check on him for just a moment. Manley, 25 years old. Played the whole game here tonight.
He's logged some huge minutes for the Toros on this season.
A lot of kilometers too, I bet. Some of those players end up with 7-8 kilometers in a game. And Manley, an up and down player, a box-to-box player, picks up a lot of distance every night he's out in the starting lineup. And this is going to be another foul, and this is going to be another booking. This will be the 4th booking tonight for the Toros.
This time against Azokar.
So for Azokar, it'd be his first booking of the year.
Take another look. Azokar trying to clamp down on that attack, ends up clipping the legs right out from under Mertz.
And now Derek comes out and is able to smother that one. And another attack is turned away.
Derek still laboring on that right knee. He needs another moment to get up.
And this may, an injury during stoppage time usually add more time. So probably go past 7 minutes. So we see they're trying to get it to McFadden and also Camden Feo, who are breaking toward the net. And Derek anticipating that one well.
Derek's taken a couple shots to that right knee already this evening. There again, comes down on it, and it kind of awkwardly supports him as he hits the ground. So he's going to ask for the trainer to take another look at that right knee. Of course, United 2 looking at this and concerned that they're losing some of that stoppage time that they need so dearly to build an attack.
Yeah, only 3 minutes left, but typically referees will add on time if there is an injury after the 90 minutes. And by the way, the next match for Atlanta United 2 will be on Wednesday, just 4 days from now. They'll be back at home at Fifth Third Bank Stadium in Kennesaw to take on Louisville City. It's been a thorn in their side this year. Louisville City with 2 wins in the 3 matches that they faced with Atlanta United.
Should the Toros need to go to the bench to replace Derek, there is some experience there. Colin Miller, the backup keeper's got a couple starts on the year. It looks like Derek's going to be okay. Gets up, stretches that knee, tests it for just a moment.
And by the way, Colorado has beaten Austin 3-1. That's a final. So Austin not picking up any points tonight. They stay at 36 points. If the Toros can hold on, they will move up to 34 points and be just 2 points out of a playoff spot. Memphis, meanwhile, and Louisville ended up in a 1-1 draw. So Memphis moves to 3 points in front of Atlanta United 2. Atlanta United 2 still looking to salvage points here this evening.
That was deflected out off of United 2, so Azokar comes over for the throw-in.
So Toros looking more to just take time off the clock and play keep away than trying to score at this point. There's a nice turnaround. That's Lopez with it. Then Ikaza will send it through for Kazane, able to work his way around the keeper. He shoots and he scores. But the offside flag is up. Kazane can't believe it.
That is 2 goals taken off the board in the second half here for the Toros. They're continuing to be aggressive, and Kuzane, who came in as a late substitution in the second half, could taste that goal.
Almost had his 4th goal of the season broke in free, worked his way around a charging keeper, Rios Novo, and seemingly had the fourth goal to put this game away for the Toros, but it's still in the balance. Still a 1-goal difference. We're in the 7th minute, but I expect more time to be added on. United 2 will push everybody forward to try to get that equalizer. Toros trying to hang on here. There's a Benitez. Feed his teammate Bauer. And now a pass toward the area. A little bit of miscommunication there. I think they were trying to feed McFadden. And Derek waiting till the last second as the forcing the defender Benitez to charge in on him. As we take another look at the potential offside call. Does look like Kuzain just a touch offside, doesn't it?
Yeah, probably a foot, maybe a toe ahead of the back line that time.
Yeah, any part of the body that's ahead of the defender that is closer to the opponent's goal, in other words, is technically offside. We got a free kick awarded here to United 2. We're near the very end. And now it's going to be another booking here. So this will be 5 Toros to go into the books tonight. That's going to be Frank Lopez picking up his first yellow. You see another look at it there. And I think it was Lopez getting in front of the ball. That's what he was booked for. And here's a free kick for United 2. This could be the last chance for them. And now another free kick awarded in a dangerous position here for United 2. Official has his card out yet again, and he's beckoning over Ikaza.
Camden Feo drawing that one. Pimentel and Camden Feo now having some words for each other.
20 whistles on the Toros here tonight. 5 different players go into the book. And this one kind of reminds me of a game the Toros had a few games ago, Austin Bowl.
Yeah, lots of contact being spilled out, lots of energy, tempers a little on the high side. United 2 has a beautiful spot right here. You can't get much more centered than they are right now. We'll take a look at what led to that. As you see, Yakaza coming up right behind Camden Feo. That's what drew the foul. And this is a really good spot for United 2. So we're in the final moments of this one, and they could not have asked for a better position to strike from.
Yeah, Austin bowled a few games ago and was able to score a game winner from a similar spot on the field. It's what was literally the last kick. Here we go. Shot at the net is going to be high. It's going to be high, and it'll be goal kick here for the Toros, and that may be it for United 2. United 2 setting the ball quickly for the Toros so they can get it back in play. We're at 100 minutes now. It's been 10 minutes of extra time out there. And there's the whistle, and that's it. And the game is over. The Toros have won it 3-2. They win an exciting 5-goal thriller here at HEB Park. Their first win at HEB Park since the first week of August. And they pick up all 3 points tonight and close the gap on Austin, who is still 2 points ahead of them. So coming up on our halftime report, we'll have the highlights. We'll also have the stats for the game. But first, our man of the match. And who's that going to be, Brian? It's going to be the new guy.
Yeah, Jonas Fieldberg did a spectacular job. Take a look at him there. First start for the Toros, and he was the little engine that kept that offense going. Picked up a goal, and this one did a nice job of allowing the Toros to be the aggressor, of setting the tone offensively. What a great addition he was to this Toros roster. He's our man of the match for that sheer effort that gives the Toros a big victory, keeps them in the playoff chase.
adds a lot of speed to that front forward unit. And Fjellberg with the win here, or the winning goal here tonight for the Toros as they win it 3-2. We'll take a break, be back with our highlights and stats in just a moment. This is USL Championship Soccer on ESPN+.
DHR Health is now safer than ever and continues to remain focused on one thing: providing exceptional care to our patients and community. No other hospital is trying harder to keep you safe. We're taking every action to ensure your safety with enhanced precautions, including 3 off-site COVID-19 units. Your health should never wait. Don't delay your health care. There is no reason to. Schedule your appointment today. DHR Health. For you, for life.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
Toros with the win tonight. Take us through the highlights, Brian.
Plenty of action. That's the opening goal. Jope coming up big there. Take another look right here. That gave United 2 the first lead, and that was a spectacular attack there. They're setting the pace. First half, pretty evenly matched both ways. Look at Carter Manley with the chip right here. Coming forward is Yakaza, but that's just a little high. Coming back the other way, Fieldberg. Look at this strike. But nice job by Rios Novo with stepping in and applying pressure. Rodrigo Lopez tries to slip that one through, clangs off, but Elvis Almo is there on the rebound from Manley. Puts that back, it ties us at 1-1. Another look right here, Almo cleaning up in front of the net. As we said, lots of action going both ways. Here's Almo trying to clear that one back to feed the Toros. Lopez, little give and go, feeds that one to Flores. Flores moving forward. It's got Fieldberg to his left, tries to get the cross. Rios Novo again, big slide, big punch. Keeping this one knotted at 1-1. Fieldberg, nice cross right there, finds Almo. Look at Rios Novo, shutting him down at the net. Point blank range, can't come away. Rodrigo Lopez tries to slip in as well. Rios Novo, right place, pounces on that one. Here's Mateus coming the other way for United 2. And look at this touch, boom. Slips that right over the top. His teammates love it, he loves it too. That puts United 2 up 2-1. Back the other way, Mateus trying to feed his teammates here. Nice job of driving it off the net from Jope. Can't get there. Flores, nice little chip shot into the box. DSP finishes into the corner. 6'3" and loving every inch of that. Says, get off me, give me some space. Coming back the other way, United 2, Mateus. Nice touch. Just can't flip that one through to Jobe. Coming back the other way. Lots of contact here. It was an aggressive second half. Bodies flying everywhere. Look at this touch, just a little wide for United 2. Rodrigo Lopez, look at him dropping the angle here. Fieldberg cuts the angle just wide. Here's Frank Lopez. Look at this touch pass right to Fieldberg. That was the difference. That is goal number 3 to give the Toros the 3-2 lead. And Fieldberg, first start, first goal. Great finish for the Toros. That gives them a huge victory. There's Mateus with a nice little touch. Tries to drive it. Tyler Derrick, Superman. Flying through the air, pushes that one away. Another look here for United 2. Trying to get a bounce through the pass there, but Tyler Derrick read that beautifully. And a beautiful little chip shot. Tyler Derrick says not going to happen. Plenty of shots on both sides. What action we saw.
Yeah, a lot of action here tonight, end-to-end action. And look at the shots, a combined 34 shots for these two teams. And the time of possession very even after the Toros had kind of dominated possession in the first half.
Yeah, I think United 2 came out and played a really good second half. They showed themselves to not be afraid to bring the attack to the Toros. Shots just piling up on both sides. Shots on target is high on this one. I think what really jumps out, though, look at the number of yellow cards issued as things got a little chippy there in the second half.
Yeah, 20 total fouls on the Toros, and of course six bookings tonight. I think that's a season high. So that will do it. And the Toros, their first win since August the 4th when they beat the Real Monarchs 3-0, put 3 on the board here tonight after 6 straight games where they couldn't get more than 1 goal. Offensive action here on both sides tonight, and the Rio Grande Valley Toros win it 3-2. For Atlanta United 2, still only 4 points from their last 7 matches, as they will now go back at home on Wednesday to take on Louisville City. And for the Toros, they'll be on the road Wednesday at New Mexico United for the first of 3 meetings with United in the next 5 games. So it's getting really exciting as we get close to playoff time. So we take one more look at the schedule there for Rio Grande Valley Toros. And Brian, what do you see there?
Yeah, through the next 5 against Mexico United, that may be the difference here. Can the Toros take advantage of the same opponent in 3 of their next 5? They also got Real Monarchs and Colorado Springs FC. That's been a really nice rivalry as the season continues. So Toros in striking distance. They can sniff a playoff spot, but they've got to be able to perform across those next 5.
So the Toros just 2 points out of a playoff spot with the win here tonight. 3-2 our final score. For Brian Smith, I'm Mark May. The rest of our USL broadcast crew saying so long from HEB Park.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.